start with talking about why you decided to take over Bolivar. I mean, obviously you didn't have to go too far at the end of the day.
Yeah, Bolivar's always had a great tradition of football. So for me, it was kind of a great opportunity to come and just continue to make an impact in a community that's done a lot for me in my time at SBU and supported us and the Bearcat family. And there's a lot of familiarity there with family and friends in the community, and just to continue to give back to it. I got kids that are now, my daughter's going into high school, my son's working through the system too, and going to be in middle school next year. So there's a lot of fun times right now with the Liberator program. So it was just a great opportunity and perfect timing for me to change things up and to get a different, kind of get into a different realm in the high school game and leave the college game.
When it comes to changing things up, are you going to keep a lot of your coaching ways from the college level, or are you changing it up for these high schoolers?
Yeah, there's some differences, but there's a lot of similarities because football is football, and it's all about the X's and O's. And our guys just buying into our program, buying into our culture, buying into systems offensively and defensively. So a lot of it's going to be similar. It's just really getting those guys to go out and believe what you're doing and go out and execute. There's going to be some differences too, though, because now we got to have an offensive practice and a defensive practice. We don't have enough to split squad that. So there's some differences I'm learning. Luckily, I've got a lot of great experience with a great coaching staff that was already in place. A lot of guys that I'm familiar with that went to SBU, or I coached them, or we played together. So it's been a great transition, and they've kind of helped me. Any of the stuff I don't know, they've helped me pick it up pretty quick, and it's been a really smooth transition, though.
To bounce off of that, what is the offensive style going to look like on this team?
Yeah, so for us, really just came in, tried to find out who we had, what we can do to capitalize on the talent that we had to surround. You know, we had Chapel Banner coming back at quarterback. He had a great year last year coming in, starting week 2, and just never looked back, was very efficient. So what could we build around that, but also our strength of our offensive line and defensive line? How can we build around that? So really just finding out the schemes that are going to fit us the best and then adapt that. So I've had a scheme at SBU. I've been able to recruit kids to that. So now it's really finding out how can we incorporate that into the guys that we have. Our players have done a great job. We still want to be a very attack style. We want to make them cover sideline to sideline and try and attack as fast as we can, play with some tempo, but also control the game with our running game, and that's something that's extremely important to us.
Including Chapel, how many returning starters will we see on both sides of the ball?
Yeah, we've got some returners back on both sides. I think it's around 6 on each side of the ball. But there's also guys that have a lot of experience, so that was crucial for us, especially on the offensive line. I mean, we got 4 seniors up front, our senior running back, so a lot of consistency there from last year's team, but also added a lot of talent out on the perimeter and talked some guys into coming out and playing that didn't play in years past, and really just gives us more options to kind of balance things out, not be as one-dimensional as we thought we might be. So really just kind of bringing those guys out, seeing how they can impact our offense and seeing what plays they can make downfield.
How often have you found yourself leaning on some of these seniors?
Yeah, the great thing about this senior class is whenever I took over talking with Coach LaSalle, the previous coach, he told me I'm going to love coaching these seniors because they work so hard, and not from a talent standpoint, there's not that guy that's going to get all the accolades and really stand out as the guy that's going to get all the publicity. They all just want to work hard, extremely blue collar, want to go out and put in the work, and so that's important to me because now all those young guys get to see that. Those freshmen, we got 24 freshmen out right now, huge class for us. Those guys get to see how those guys operate, how they work, and what it takes to be successful. So really lean on that senior class of 17 seniors right now. Lean on that experience, but also that hard work to kind of set the culture and the framework for what we're trying to build here.
Are there any mottos or philosophies that you guys are really trying to live by?
Yeah, so AIE is our team motto, and it means attitude is everything. We've faced that several times this fall camp, or going into team camp up at SBU, or going into our jamboree, and really just staying in the moments of the game, staying in the moment, in life, and trying to teach them, that attitude and how you attack every single day is extremely important. How you attack the classroom, how you attack relationships, how you attack the next play in football, because you can't do anything about the previous play. So our attitude, we talk about it every day. They break it down on that every day. It's on the back of our shirt. It's on our helmet. It's what we live by. It's our mantra. It's what I live by as a coach, as a teacher, as a husband, as a father, all of those things. It's just extremely important to how we attack every single day. And it'll be that motto whenever we face adversity. Right when we kick off this week versus Osage, we're going to see how we handle that, and how we stay together as a team, and how our attitude attacks the next play, and see how they stay together.
How are you approaching just getting over that one hump of trying to get a district title?
Yeah, it's what a lot of people have talked about, and in all my years at SBU, I saw a lot of successful teams, and as a player, a lot of successful teams at Bolivar High School. I know what they're capable of. I know the rich tradition here. There's a lot of former players here in the community that want us to be successful. And really, just my whole purpose of coming in is to try and do whatever I can to make playing football here as fun as possible. I want to get as many kids out here because I know what football can do for them in life, and help kind of traject them and how they handle adversity, and how they handle it in those situations, because they're going to face it every day in their life whenever they're a husband and father someday. So it really kind of molds their character, and so to see how they handle that, and get us in that next position of being able to go out and get that district championship. A lot of people talk about that. For me, it's go out and win a game. I want to go out and win that first one, and we can talk about all that stuff later. But all that other stuff, it's a process. So you won't walk into our facility and see win a district championship hanging on the wall. There's a lot of process. There's a lot of things that go into that for us to be successful in the long run.
In these last few weeks and at the Jamboree, what have you really liked out of this team so far?
Yeah, so what I've liked and enjoyed the most is seeing how they celebrate highs, but also whenever things go bad, whenever a guy makes a mistake on the field, the team's there to pick him up. When I started weights over the summer, I could see the work ethic. I could see how much they encourage each other at the rack. We had, as a whole athletics department, or as a school, we had 240-something kids come through the weight room this summer in summer weights. That's a lot to get through the weight room in a morning. We were there for 4 hours some mornings, just getting kids workouts. But I could see the work ethic. I could see what they did out on the field or in the weight room, and now it's carrying over to the field. I could see that love and passion that they have to play the game, and some of them may have thought that they were going to lose it, and now it's coming back. And to see how much fun they're having, and the excitement that's going to carry over into a Friday, and know that they're out there for their brothers. It's the most selfless sport. You got to be able to play. You got to be able to go out and play for your family, and that's what they're doing. I've been really happy to see that.
Anything else you'd like to say?
No, we're just ready to get going. This is a new thing for me, so I'm just trying to learn as I go. And the officials came up and introduced themselves, and they're like, "So this is new for you," and all my years of experience. But we're just ready to get going. I'm ready to see these guys go out and compete against somebody else, and see how we stack up versus a really good team. Osage, 8-3 last year. All three of their losses were against one loss team, so very good football team, very well coached. It'll be a huge test for us, but our guys know that, and they know it's going to be a challenge, and they know it's going to be a 4-quarter battle. They got the best of us last year, so we got a lot of things we got to do better to be able to go out and play well against these guys.